Hey guys, welcome back to my channel at Behind the Curls. So today we are going to be talking about my top 8 reasons why you need to be using apple cider vinegar as a part of your regimen. My brand of choice is Bragg's apple cider vinegar raw unfiltered, which means that it has the mother in it. The mother is basically this little like pulpy stuff that's at the bottom. You guys might not be able to see it, but you do want to ensure that you guys get it with the mother, because that's where all of the vitamins, the enzymes, everything else, like all that good stuff is in that yucky stuff at the bottom. So before you do use your apple cider vinegar rinse, just make sure you're giving it a good shake. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you do enjoy my videos, and just to make sure that you're not missing another one. Like for example, the video that I'm going to do next week that I'll insert a card for. That's going to tell you how I actually make my apple cider vinegar rinse and how I use it as a part of my moisture regimen. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So, reason number 1 why you should be using apple cider vinegar is it's good for cleansing and clarifying. So it kind of works as a shampoo where it's taking off all of the residue and the buildup off of your hair and off of your scalp to ensure that your hair can grow more efficiently. Clean scalp, better hair growth. Tip number 2 is it closes the cuticle, which is going to provide you with more shine. That's going to go along with your moisture regimen too, because the whole point of moisturizing your hair is that you don't want it to be dry and you want it to look moisturized. So the apple cider vinegar rinse does help a lot with that. Tip number 3, and the most important tip that I like, is that it reduces breakage. So it does have different enzymes and different benefits that it does to ensure that your hair is not breaking, and I'll go through them as I go through the list. But it stops your hair from breaking. Less breaking means that you're retaining more length. Tip number 4 is pH balance. So it does balance your hair pH as well as your sebum pH. The importance of having your pH balanced for your hair is that it promotes an environment where bacterial and fungal enzymes cannot thrive. So by lowering that level back to its optimal pH at 4.5 to 5.5 is going to ensure that you steer clear of bacterial or fungal infections that can be related to dandruff or hair loss. Tip number 5, it is an antibacterial. So back to tip number 4 with balancing your pH. So the antibacterial properties of it is just to make sure that if there are any fungal or bacterial infections that are brewing, which is going to cause, again, that dandruff and that hair loss, that you're eliminating them by a natural source. Tip number 6 is that it's a way cheaper option. If you find yourself pinching for those coins, but you still need your hair to look laid, get a bottle of apple cider vinegar. It generally goes from anywhere between $7 and $10. And it lasts you a really long time. So tip number 7, defining your curls. So unlike shampoos and certain conditioners potentially, apple cider vinegar is not weighing down the strands, which is in turn going to ensure that your curls are more defined throughout the day, throughout the week, and eventually as you start to include apple cider vinegar as a part of your regimen on a consistent basis, you'll notice that your hair does have more definition. Now, I'm not going to promise that on the first time that you use apple cider vinegar that your curls are going to be super duper duper poppin', but they will be much better than what they were before. So tip number 8 is to help eliminate frizz. So basically, frizzy hair is caused by a lifted cuticle, and just like it closes the cuticle of our hair, it also helps it to lay more flat, which is going to reduce the amount of frizz that we experience, especially at the roots of our hair. I prefer to control the amount of frizz that I create instead of my hair creating it on its own. Sometimes it does have a mind of its own. But we're going to stop that with some apple cider vinegar. That's what we're trying to do. So those are my 8 tips why you should be using apple cider vinegar in your natural hair regimen. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button, because I got a new video coming out for you guys every single Wednesday, and I'm thinking to up it a little bit, but we'll see how that goes, and I will announce that on my Instagram. If you don't already follow me on my social media, please follow me. Stay up to date with what I'm doing, what's going on with my natural hair. And until next time, guys, this is life behind the curls. Bye.